Honourable Senators, I rise today to begin, of course, the third reading of Bill C-31, an Act respecting the cost of living relief measures related to dental care and rental housing. I want to first thank the members of the National Finance Committee for their work in the study of this bill and the witnesses who appear to give testimony on it. Senators, the bill before us is simply about helping people who need our help. From helping low-income Canadians deal with the increase in rental to ensuring low- and middle-income families have the financial means to provide basic oral health care for their children. I want to be clear that both of the rental and dental benefits are meant to be short-term measures, not long-term solutions. The rental benefit is a short-term measure to help deal with the increase in rent that many low-income Canadians have experienced in the past year. And the dental benefit is an interim measure to bridge the gap to a permanent national dental solutions for children. These measures are needed now. The sooner we pass this bill, the sooner Canadians who need help, assistance, will take the care to their children's teeth and help, of course, put a roof over their head, can do so. I want to talk today about what these two benefits are, just as importantly of what they're not, and how they can make a difference in the lives of low-income Canadians and working families. Let me start with the rental benefit, what it is not meant to solve. It is not a benefit to address the long-term affordable housing problem in the country faces. What it's meant to do is to provide short-term relief to acute problem of rental increase resulting in part from a record 40-year inflation rate. According to rental.ca October report, the average rent in Canada has increased about $100 per month from the pre-pandemic level in the fall of 2019. The 500 one-time tax benefit is intended to assist low-income renters with the increase in the rent they have experienced. Most of all, Canadian renters have had to dig in further into their pockets to pay their rent. However, the rent increase experienced by low-income renters have hurt them disproportionately more. The rental benefit is estimated to help 1.8 million low-income renters across the country and deal with the increase in rent they have experienced. This includes an estimated 17,000 low-income renters in Newfoundland and Labrador, as an example, 570,000 in Quebec, and 60,000 in Manitoba, and over 700,000 in my home province of Ontario, as an example. These are not just statistics. These are individuals who are struggling, of course, to deal with rental challenges, to pay their rent on a monthly basis. While the rental benefit is targeted short-term measure, the government, through the National Housing Strategy, has many other long-term initiatives to address the challenges ensuring housing is a right, not a privilege in this country. One such program is the Canada Housing Benefit that the rental benefit is to top up to. The Canada Rental Housing is a $4 billion long-term program that provides on average $2,500 per year in direct support to families and individual and housing needs. Both these programs are going to make a significant difference in the lives of Canadians who are struggling, of course, with paying their rent on a monthly basis in this country. Now I'd like to focus on the dental benefit that will help an estimated some 500,000 children under the age of 12 in low-income and middle-income families. This benefit is neither meant to cover all the dental care needed of our children, nor is it meant to replace the current provincial, territorial, or private plans. It is also not meant to be a permanent long-term solution to a national children dental program. What this dental benefit is meant to be is an interim program to bridge the gap until a permanent national program is put in place. In the interim, the government intends to take the necessary steps to build a comprehensive long-term dental program that includes engaging with key stakeholders, including, of course, the provinces, territories, Indigenous organizations, dental association, and industry, and to help inform the approach of implementing a long-term Canadian dental care program. The The intent of the dental benefit to ensure children under the age of 12 in low-income families immediately have access to basic dental care that is not provided through provincial or territorial or private dental plans across this country. The benefit also intends that parents who do not have the ability to pay out of pocket for their children's dental care can apply upfront for this through the CRA. I know there are some senators who believe the interim benefit could have been better. Some are considering amendments to try and make it so. I first want to remind everyone that this is an interim measure. I expect the final long-term program that is developed through the consultation, as I mentioned earlier, will only make a difference in the debating here today, but also a better program in the end. It is through the consultation process that I encourage both senators, stakeholders who have ideas of improving the program to make their opinions known, not by holding up the benefit that can help children now. Second, the government intends that this benefit to be ready to be implemented in 2 weeks on December 1st. They have made it clear that to do so, this bill needs to get royal assent by tomorrow. Any delay now risks parents having to wait longer to access the benefit for their children of dental care. I want to use a very personal example, colleagues, to explain how this benefit can help young children. A little bit over a year ago, my nephew and his wife both died very tragically. They left 4 orphan boys, all below the age of 12. As our family struggled to take care of them, I know the challenges in raising these 4 boys. Have a decent life would not be easy. Their grandparents, who are old, now have to take on this responsibility. I know this benefit will touch their lives, but equally will touch the lives of many children across this country. The fact of the matter is, my family, we will do our best to help these 4 boys become responsible adults as we struggle, of course, to deal with all their needs that they will encounter in their young lives. This is not easy. It is not easy for the many families who struggle with these challenges to provide basic needs for their children. As a senator, I came from modest means, so I understand what struggle is all about. And for all of us in this chamber, I'm sure each one of us have family members and friends and colleagues that we know are going to be touched by this benefit. In conclusion, I hope you have a better understanding of what these 2 benefits are intended to achieve and what is not intended to achieve. The housing benefit is intended to assist low-income renters with the rental increase they've experienced because of the acute problem of high inflation, but not with the systemic problem of the lack of affordable housing in this country. Likewise, the dental benefit is an interim program, not a permanent program, to cover the basic dental needs of children under the age of 12, not otherwise covered under existing plans, while a long-term national solution developed through consultation. Colleagues, the short-term and interim measures in the bill can make a real difference right now for low-income and middle-income Canadians, with the financial pressures of rent increase and ensuring children have access to basic dental care. Honourable colleagues, we are quickly approaching the holiday seasons when the times are always a little tougher for those in our society who struggle with affordability issues. It is in these times when people worry about their financial and their kids' well-being. I therefore urge you, colleagues, to keep this in mind and pass this bill as quickly so we can assist Canadians who need our help. I'll be available for any question. Thank you so much.
Senator Wu, question?
Yes,